Who are the best meta strikers in FC24? We're going to briefly go over the kind of lower tier. I feel like now we've got a lot of strikers that are more into the topper tier, and most definitely with SBCs coming out every single day, 83 times 10, icons, heroes, the whole shebang, we are finding a lot more higher rated strikers in people's teams. The one person I forgot to add into this is the lovely Beats Haaland. A free card if you played prior to November the 1st. Is a cracking card. In terms of the low tier though, we've got Griezmann, Morgan, Diana as the golds. There is a couple more, but I didn't want to overflow this list with golds as predominantly most teams I come up against, everybody is special. We've got Dybala, Serie A SBC Player of the Month, 91k. We have Van Persie coming in now sub 100k, which is absolutely crazy. We also have Enzo, the new striker of the Heroes added midway through last month or the month before, now at 73. Really enjoyed him. And probably the kingpin of this kind of lower tier, Aubameyang, sub 100k, only a day left to get him done, but genuinely get this guy done. Don't question it. Do it. Rasmus Højlund, lovely Dynasties card, 130. I think he's definitely a card that A, could be an evolution going forward, but also a decent card nonetheless that you can get for Prem. Tevez has never been my main cup of tea. I felt like at the start of the game he was phenomenal. He was new. He had obviously the stats. I feel like he's been slightly downgraded, but still worth a look in, especially when we do have the UCL hero coming up very soon. 88 Jesus. Got the chance to be right wing or striker, still only a 4-star, 3-star unfortunately, but the pace mixed with the shooting is definitely enough to say he is worth putting into your team. We have one of the better hero strikers in Voler, 205k now, dropped down massively, but with again pace, shooting as well as dribbling, he definitely can add an extra bullet into your team. Chip shot, playstyle plus, not necessarily the best, but you can make it work. Raul is not necessarily my cup of tea. I think he's definitely always been a solid player, but he's never been on my radar to say, yes, I need to go buy him. I must admit this year, the Finesse Plus has always done him well. Unfortunately, has been a little bit nerfed, and that's the only time I'm going to say it in this video, but he's still a 4-4, still got very good shooting. You whack a hunter on him, you've got yourself a solid Spanish striker. Now from one to another, Torres is the Spanish striker. This guy is unbelievable. He is 307k now, dropped all the way from 700 in about a month and a half due to all the base icons, but he is an absolute dynamite in front of net. We then have a slightly different striker, more bulky, more big, Drogba as the 4-star, 4-star. Again, great pace, great shooting, the physicality's there. Dribbling wise is a little bit lacking, but he does have that absolute powerhouse. We then have the Nigerian striker for Barca. Again, with the Barca F team or Liga F team, it is incredible. If you can get all the special cards, Hansen, Putellas, Bonmati, obviously her, you've got the left back, Rolfo, there is a team to be made there that most definitely at the end of the game would be unreal. Sophia Smith has to always be named. The Trailblazer unfortunately only gave a Relentless Plus, which would have been nice if she got something more rapid, more shooting orientated, but she didn't have any sort of playstyle before, so can't really kind of grumble too much. But pace, shooting, a 4-star, 5-star, she is incredible. We then have the lovely CR7 at 360, 88 rated, most definitely will be getting cards after cards, so if you miss out on this one, there will definitely be another one at some point, but he is still always Ronaldo. He carries himself in the same way. Obviously, he has that same sort of in-game ability, and as well with Travella, you could make it work easily. The second informed Son is here as well. We have the difference between the 89 and the 88. The 89 unfortunately can only play left wing, left mid, whereas every other Son card can play striker. But I think you can move people in game, so it's not necessarily the biggest downgrade possible, and most definitely he's coming in at a lot cheaper price, a lot quicker than I thought. He definitely will be sub 500, I can imagine, by the end of the week. Sammy Kerr is absolutely unbelievable. The radioactive chemistry boost always helps for obviously getting her on chem, but then just naturally how good she is in the striking element of the game. You whack a hunter, she's already got the dribbling, the 4-4, absolutely brilliant. Sophia Smith is one that always surprises me. I did like her normal base card, but now I feel like we need the Centurions upgrade more than anything. Deadball Plus, not necessarily my cup of tea. Always good if I do get a free kick, but I have got Bruno for that. But in terms of shooting, 91 on the dribbling, 91 on the shooting, 89 pace. What's not to love? Now, Gerd Muller is definitely still a topper icon. He's 4-star, 4-star, 430k, and most definitely he puts himself in just shy of like the top icons. When we're talking about Cruyff, Eusebio, he's kind of in that sort of category, just below them. The Eto'o sort of category, where they're not quite the ones you definitely want, but you'll happily take them. João Pedro, a beautifully upgraded card, and exactly why I like live performance cards, because this card went from what, an 86 all the way to an 89, and just look at him. A 4-4, he's got now what, 93 pace, 88 shooting, he's Brazilian, he's Prem, he's perfect. We do have two different Griezmanns here just to show the price difference, because we did have the player of the month that was about 500,000 coins, and then we also have the inform that literally is the same. The inform is 150, the SBC is 500. It just shows you, don't always play into the SBC value. Sometimes the inform always wins. Kolo Muani, 500,000, just shy of, and most definitely everybody's first love of the game with the gold PSG version. Now he's up to an 88 with still chances of upgrade. This guy is going to be phenomenal by the end, and I must admit, this card is pretty special going forward as well. Just waiting on that playstyle plus for him. Big old Wazza though, 89 Centurions icon. I liked him. I thought he was a good card. I'm still waiting for that Rooney. Last year, I feel like we got it so late on. It was a bit unfortunate with obviously the cover stars. I'm kind of hoping we get there a bit quicker, because Rooney was a phenomenal player, and I just don't find this card to be representative of that. Forlan's still available in the SBCs. Definitely worth a look in if you are looking for an upgraded hero. As a triple threat, I think he's definitely a solid card, as well as then being able to get two other triple threats as either fodder or something to put in your club later on in the game. But a 4-4, great pace, great shooting, decent dribbling, I'd say he's solid. Now, we knew we was going to get a big boy Benz at some point, and definitely with the promo of the chemistry boost from Radioactive, you just kind of thought he was there to be taken. Him and Conte both getting it. To be fair to him, and to be fair to both of them, they don't really need it with having the French bonus already, but say your team isn't revolved around French players, it's going to be a perfect attribute to put him on there, and obviously has got some delicious stats going forward with a very high price tag. Now, the best hero striker you can physically get, other than probably Ginola, but Di Natale is wonderful. He is always waiting for that upgrade. I feel like last year we got it so late on. I'm praying that we get something for him a lot sooner. 700k though, he's definitely still going to be available for quite some time. I can't see him being out of this meta picture for at least, I'd say at least another month or two. Dalglish is in there, most definitely. I feel like a lot of these icons, to be honest, we'll kind of do them all at once. We've got Dalglish, we have Butra, we have Cantona, and then also Eto'o. I feel like when we go with Dalglish and obviously Butra, last year they both got the 5-5, which was massively important for both of them, especially with Butra only being a 3-5. That 5-5 boost was massive. Dalglish, he could still get by with a 4-5, and it's hence why he's still so expensive. I know he does have a Thunderstruck version, but I do think both of them do have that attribute that if they get the right card upgraded, they are in that topper echelons of strikers. Cantona, on the other hand, I like him, and I do think he's got multiple purposes in a team, but if you don't play to his strengths, he is sometimes very useless, and that is just down to how you play. Eto'o, on the other hand, I've managed to get him into the team. I got very, very lucky in, I think he's won a pack to just a normal pack, not even an upgrade pack. He is outstanding. He's always been that card, very much like how Henry is, how also... Who did I just say? I said something in the video, so remember that part. He is basically in that top category. He's not quite Cruyff, R9, Eusebio, but he's just under. So for me, he is definitely one of the best you could physically get. Whereas Puskás, 1.5, he drops into the Eto'o category once he gets the upgrade, because then that version completely takes over. We still have the Centurions Rashford as well, now coming just shy of 1 million coins. A 5-star, 3-star, definitely could do with an upgrade now. I do think this card is still going to be very relevant, but I would like to see that 90 Rashford at some point. Whether we're going to have to see it on an outer performance based promo, especially with the ups and downs that we do get with United, but he's still phenomenal in his sense. I just want that 4-star weak foot. Now we do have the player of the month Son as well. I know it is gone, but I just wanted to show the comparison between the inform we got yesterday. Yes, there is a striker. That is the only difference each card has, bar from a bit of defending. But you've got 1.1 mil of an SBC versus nearly about a 500k card. That is an incredible difference for the exact same rating. Diana's got a full upgrade to a 92 and probably one of the best cards and female cards I've actually played with. She is phenomenal. The pace, the shooting, the dribbling, even the physicality of her is incredible. If you've not given her a go, if you've got a loan, then absolutely brilliant. Go and give her a try now at the 92. If not, search them drafts. Give her a go and just come back to this video and let me know how good she is, because from what I experienced for the whole draft, she managed to win it. Outstanding. We have Gerd Muller's Thunderstruck, which I believe has been upgraded now. 93 seems to be the way. 1.1 mil, a nice upgrade to the Muller Foundation, and most definitely he is a next level up, which is perfect. And with these Thunderstrucks only being +1s to start with, it's always important to get that +2. Unfortunately, Ronaldinho didn't manage to, but Gerd Muller definitely did. And then we have the two Haalands. Haaland and Haaland, both 94 rated. They've got 1.5 mil and 1 mil. Both of them can't be upgraded anymore, and obviously it is just new versus old as such. The road to the knockout 94 is just as incredible, but in terms of stat difference, there is one on the passing and a few defending, 2 physical. So the Dynasties technically comes in with slightly bit of better stats, but honestly, both of them are still very good. I never thought I'd actually finish another page of strikers with still incredible strikers. Starting off with Cantona, Thunderstruck. Unfortunately didn't get the upgrade. Like we said with Muller, he just didn't manage to. So it is one of them with Cantona. He's going to remain his 90. Still a very good card nonetheless. I just think it is a little bit of a shame that he's only a +1. Now we knew Big Boy Benz was getting one, but Messi of course has got to as well. 92 rated, 2.3 mil, gets that chemistry boost, which for Messi is going to be more important rather than France, because I do find that I've not got many Argentinians, and realistically even with icons, now unfortunately Maradona's left the game, there isn't anybody in that sort of icon or hero link that we could get other than getting Argentinians that have got a special card now. Mbappe still 2.2, which is still mental to see, but genuinely this card is absolutely broken. We know full well that Mbappe in pretty much every game for the next 5 to maybe even 15 years is going to be one of the best, if not the best gold card you can physically get. He's a 5-star, 4-star, and he's just a yes in every category. We have a few more Thunderstrucks. We have Dalglish, we have Puskás, and we also have Henry. I believe Henry's now got his evolution, his upgrade in fact. We've got Dalglish at 91 as an SBC that I believe is expired. Apparently not. 24th of December, so we've got 10 more days to get him done if you want to get that card in your club. Still a phenomenal striker. The problem we've got at the minute, so many high-end SBCs. We've got Zidane, we've got Dalglish, we've still got Mbappe for like another 10 days, and also new rumours have come out that Eusebio Centurions is coming as an SBC. Puskás, on the other hand, 2.6, pretty standard as we like. We know every single time Puskás gets that upgrade, he's just getting better and better, which obviously is the perfect standpoint. The only thing with Puskás is definitely needs a weak foot upgrade at the minimum. The foot birthday one last year was phenomenal for the 5.5, and that is kind of where we need to go to as well. Henry this year, I do think it's been absolutely perfect. They've sorted the balance out. He's 1.6 as the base and 3 mil as the 93, which obviously has been an upgrade as well. Honestly, he is worth every penny you can put into the game. We then have the two standard icons in Eusebio and Cruyff. Both of them have got new upgrades, which is always perfect. We got 2.7 on obviously Eusebio with his 4-star, 5-star, and Cruyff at a lovely 3.6 with a 5.5. They will both give you exactly what you want in the game. They're quick, they're just absolutely phenomenal in front of goal. They're decisive, their dribbling's good, obviously their shooting is there. Physicality wise, not necessarily important for both of them, but realistically, we don't need that. And then we have the two Ginolas. Both of them can play striker, so it's not a problem for either. We've got the normal hero at 2 mil, and we've also got the triple threat at 3.6. Realistically, if you buy them with coins, I'd definitely say the hero, just because you're not really paying for too much in terms of the difference. Both of them have the technical plus, and pretty much it is just an inform upgrade. So I would suggest definitely going with that hero until we start getting a double and triple and quadruple upgrade on the card. Now we've got the final page. We're kind of just going to go through all of them at once, because you could argue you could put all of these cards in a team and they'd still be brilliant. No matter who you link them with, if you put them on their own, if you duo them up, if you triple them up, left wing, right wing, centre forward, strikers, whatever you want to do, they will all come through for you. We have apparently got the leak, like I said, of a Centurions Eusebio SBC. That one will be very interesting. Whether that comes out on Sunday, I think is when they normally do the icon, or maybe even the Saturday, but that will be a very expensive SBC. We've already got Zidane just coming in, Mbappe's just about leaving, as well as then Dalglish just about leaving, let alone the 10 to 20 more hero upgrade, player upgrades that we've got as well. This card's got to be, you got to be looking, because if you figure the player of the month, that is coming in at 3.7. He's got to be around that 3.7 to 4 mil at the minimum, depending on what the market says to it, if it rises. And the big thing that you've got to remember when especially grinding out someone like Eusebio is that we had Black Friday for Mbappe. That is a massive, massive help when you think of the 10, 30 coin packs, as well as then all of the 83 times 10s, the 85 upgrades, the 84 upgrades. There was that daily. And I know we do get that technically now, but it's always something to consider when how much fodder you can use. But it's a very weird kind of thing for EA to do, because if we've got Mbappe, I've done Mbappe, if I then do Eusebio, realistically, it's only these that then take that striker spot. So I don't understand. And also, Mbappe has won Player of the Month for Ligue 1 again. So we are, well, hopefully, going to get another 93 Mbappe coming, which again is going to raise the market, because that's got to be at least over 4 million coins. It's a very, very weird place to be that we could have these two strikers from SBCs alone. When it comes to the other versions of Mbappe, 4.1 mil for the 92. We've also then got 3.2 for the 92. And then obviously the SBC was 3.7. Obviously, I would always go for the SBC in a card like this, because it's so hard to get that amount of coins to pay out, but also then to lose them if he does drop in value at some point, because naturally he's getting cards and cards and cards. We've already got the gold, these three, and then another player of the month. It is just absolutely crazy, as well as I think he was due to get a team of the group stage as well. So there's another 2 cards already added onto the pile. When it comes to the other icons, we have Cruyff's both version. I must have put him in both ends. But we've got Cruyff and Thunderstruck. Thunderstruck is now 95. Outstanding, 7 million, which is just absolutely nuts. We obviously have Hullet as well. That would be an SBC I'd pay for. I know the Centurions would be far too expensive, like looking at an 8 to 9 million coin SBC, maybe even 7 if they want to be helpful, but that would be just, I think it would genuinely be too hard to do in a month without either A, spending money, or not absolutely no life in the game. But either version I'd absolutely take. We have Pele, who definitely is due an upgrade at some point. 4.6 for his 95. I can imagine they will hold off as much as possible with him, purely on the factor that he is so close to 99 in comparison to the rest. And then obviously Ham is more than likely due an upgrade as well. I feel like I've heard something or rumours about her getting an SBC, and the same as R9. They are just the best strikers in the game. There's a reason why he's 10 mil, she's 5.4, 4.6. We're talking about the high-end budget that physically will not be matched anytime soon.